Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. Our nightcap game of Day 4 action here in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. James Poopy coming to you live here on YouTube via Spalk Talk. You take a look at some of the results from game day number 3. 2 games played yesterday by Alexandria Sporting Club. They picked up 4 points. And Ferroviario Maputo picking up 2 points along with the APR Patriotic Army of Rwanda getting 2 points as well on day 3. And then Ville de Dakar played 1 game and picked up a point as well. Ville de Dakar and Ferroviario Maputo will do battle here today, better known as CFM. This should be a great one for you here, the nightcap in Day 4 action. The game before this one saw the Kenya Port Authority defeat Energy BBC by the score of 83-45. Weather in Maputo, Mozambique this evening, 79 degrees right now, mostly cloudy outside with rain possible after midnight tonight. CNSS fell to GDI in the opening game today here on Monday, December the 12th, 79-68. As you see Mafanella right there for Maputo. So this is basically a home game for these ladies right here. They're clad in the all-green look, green shorts, green tops with the white numbers and white piping, and there is Mboj for Ville de Dakar. Last time she had 7.7 boards and an assist and a steal as well for Mboj. So we're about ready for tip-off here inside the pavilion. So glad you joined us here today. Hit me up on Twitter. I would love to hear from you. And let me know where you're watching today's ball game from. I can be found at JP_Bcast. There you see the starters now for Maputo. Veloso, Jenkins, Muchave, Cosa, and Jaime. Starting things out here for Ferroviario Maputo. Special shout out as well to Tissot, big time sponsor of FIBA basketball in the African division for Ville de Dakar. It'll be Mboj, Malou, Valo, and we'll give you the rest of those starters here in just a minute. Ville de Dakar on the tournament, 45% from the field, 22% from downtown. And Ferroviario Maputo coming in at 75% shooting from the field, 22% from three-point land. There is Coach Saleh Nasir. They will break the huddle there. There is Coach Diallo Osman. He will direct his team today as we're ready for tip-off here inside the pavilion. They jump it up, and right away we have a jump ball. That'll give us a chance to recognize our officials today. Miss Joyce, Mr. Khaled, and Christian. Miss Christian. Ville de Dakar fires away from downtown to open the ball game. And they put the first 3 points on the board, courtesy of Mabjia. Correction, that was Ville de Dakar, and that was number 9, Endao, the 5'9" shooting guard from Senegal. Maputo goes off the glass, unable to connect. And now here comes Ville de Dakar, just inside our first quarter of action here from Maputo, Mozambique. Special thanks to our Spalk production crew located throughout the globe, bringing you the pictures and video here today. It's a team effort, and I am more than proud to be involved. Maputo now on the rebound. Mbaye had it there for a moment. Now working off the right elbow, that was Malou, and now Malou with the basketball. And Dow works it down low and spinning through the paint. That was Traore coming up empty, and now here comes Maputo. Kosa kicks it out to Shumpert, Chelsea Shumpert. Shot short, but the rebound and the putback right there for Mafanella. Chelsea Shumpert, 27 years old, from the United States. Get you some more information on her here in just a little bit. Ville de Dakar now will inbound the basketball. Shumpert, born in Paducah, Kentucky, has made a few stops around, played in Iceland previously. The Iceland Subway League is what I'm seeing right here. Born in Paducah, Kentucky, 5'5". Ferroviario Maputo at the stripe here. And now we're knotted at 3 apiece. 8:15 and counting here. That was Annabella Kosa from Mozambique. There you see Coach Saleh Nasir giving out the directions here on the upcoming possession. So now Ville de Dakar will inbound the basketball. And Elma Kinta Malou will get it in. 31 years old, 5'7", from Senegal. And Dow, they work it around now from the left corner almost. It's off the back of the iron. And now here comes Maputo on the run. Chelsea Shumpert. She's going to try to work through the double team there. She does successfully, gets it into Jenkins. And now firing away from deep right there was Chizdiane. 25-year-old power forward from Mozambique. Ville de Dakar now from the short corner. She's going to put it on the deck, dribble through the defense, and then score it for Fatuma Traore. Ferroviario Maputo now trailing by 2, 5-3 here. Ville de Dakar have come to play in this one. Both teams getting it done so far. Now Maputo able to hold it in somehow there, and with the quick putback, it's Annabella Kosa. Kosa now starting to catch fire here for this Maputo team. Her third point of the afternoon. Ville de Dakar now with the basketball. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first. From the left wing, it's Kuna Madao. And that one will go out of bounds, but it looks like it will stay with Ville de Dakar. We're knotted up at 5 points apiece here in the nightcap. Just around sunset there in Mozambique. As Ville de Dakar puts another one through the well. Traore with the last bucket that time down the floor there for Ville de Dakar. Maputo now going to work. Kosa going to penetrate, dish it off to Caitlin Jenkins. And then Jenkins runs into a little bit of defensive traffic there in the paint. And too much contact, says Mr. Khaled. So now standing at the stripe, it is Caitlin Jenkins. First one right on through. Former Scarlet Knight with the Rutgers University women's program, Caitlin Jenkins. So now she's going to end up getting an offensive rebound. Ultimately, tries to put it back up, but it's denied there by Ville de Dakar, and here they come the other way with it. Sissoko was very aggressive there off the jump, and they try to put it off the window, but it rims out. Nice job under there for the offensive rebound. And Boge, and somehow it stays with the Ville de Dakar team. One more look at the last play right here. A blocking foul, courtesy of Ville de Dakar, so it'll be Maputo basketball. 5:39 remaining here in our first quarter. As you see the strategy on display right there. Now Shumpert's going to go to work off a screen. She's going to pull and pop from the left elbow, but it's too shy. Now here comes Ville de Dakar moving that ball around the floor. A second effort there from Mboj, and she picks up the foul. One more look at it right here. A nice catch. Waited for one of the defenders to fly by there. That was Mafanella. And then went up with the hoop. And they're going to fix the net right underneath there. And how about the good look at the hoop right there for you. 5:20 remaining here in the first quarter. And now we're ready to resume play. Ville de Dakar will inbound the basketball. She tries to get a body on the defender. Mbaye does. And unable to get in close enough there to connect. And now it'll be Maputo going to work inside the paint with a nice finger roll as Stefania Chiziani. 5'10" with a little bit of glide there in the paint area. Mbaye, she's going to drop it off and stolen away there. Here comes Maputo in a hurry. Chiziane once again now with the ball. She's double teamed in the corner, and then they get it over. Annabella Costa puts up an air ball from the left wing, and we have contact courtesy of an errant elbow down there. Once again, shout out to our FIBA officiating crew here today. Always doing a fantastic job. There's Coach Saleh Nasir. And that one was almost at the sideline when Costa launched it. 5'8". 36-year-old Mozambican. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And a shot won't go as the shot clock expires. Now Ville de Dakar just team basketball down the floor, and it comes up short. But the second effort from Kadi Faye. Now a left wing triple is too strong off the back of the iron, but rebounded once again by Faye. And she is hustling, to say the least, right here. This last time down the floor, right there you see it, just trying to keep the foot in bounds, and they say she stepped out, so it'll turn over to Ferroviario Maputo as they are on top here now, 8-7, under 4 minutes to play here in our first quarter. Contact on the floor. But the ball will stay with Maputo as it'll be on Ville de Dakar. There you see the closeout. And that one's going to be assessed to Diongo. First one connects for Chelsea Schumpert. Ville de Dakar brings it back up now. They trail by 3 here. A tight one early here in this nightcap for the game day 4 action here in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. Now running the point, Chelsea Schumpert looks for room to work there on the right wing. And contact. A little too much hand check, courtesy of Mboj. So now we've got Caitlin Jenkins at the stripe. Jenkins, first one off the back of the iron. Mentioned it earlier, Jenkins, a star with the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, the birthplace of college football, by the way, Rutgers University. Ville de Dakar will bring it up the floor now. They move it around the horn, Diongo with it. Now on the right wing was Sissoko. They drop it down low and find the cutter going to the basket. That was Diongo. And Maputo with a defensive persistence right there, able to come up with the rebound eventually. And now Ma Fanella drops it off to Annabella Cosa, and now from the right elbow. That's Caitlin Jenkins, but it falls short. Full acceleration to the rack is Foune Sissoko. And a hack on the arm is the official ruling. One more look at it right here, and as she goes to elevate and take it to the hole, she's held up there as Traore will re-enter the lineup now for Ville de Dakar. ZFM 10 and ASC 7. Second one connects there. Traore, the leading scorer here this afternoon for Ville de Dakar. She leads the team with 4 points. Maputo now with the basketball. Driving to the rim and connecting. An excellent job there by Chelsea Schumpert, and a great job getting back on defense as well. Chiziani gets stepped around there, and then a little finger roll at the rim for Mbaye. You hear the defensive chats in the building there. Obviously the air horns allowed into the building as well there at the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. 21-hour flight from my current location here in the Grand Canyon state of Arizona in Glendale, about 15 minutes away from the upcoming site of Super Bowl 57. Hack on the arm, says our officiating crew, and we'll shoot 2. A little head fake there, and she just lost the handle as she went to put it back on the floor and drive to the rack. First free throw connects for Annabella Cosa. And And how about Kosa, 36 years of age, up there running up and down the court with the best of them. Ville de Dakar. I know somebody who I would love to see playing in this league over there. They move it around now. They try to get in the paint, but the defense closing down in a hurry there for Ferroviario Maputo, and the shot clock expires. Much to the dismay of Ville de Dakar, and Coach Nasir is pleased with the defensive effort there on that time down the floor. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Try to go across with it for a moment. Get it down low, now they're swinging around, and from the right corner, it's a triple, and it's nothing but net. Annabella Kosa fires from downtown. That didn't hit the rim there a little bit, but regardless, it's good for 3. And Kosa with 8 points on the day, 2 of 2 from the field, a rebound in 7 minutes of work. How about the second, maybe even third effort there from Traore? Count the basket and the foul. So Traore will go to the line here. Off the front of the iron, some tired legs on display right now. Diongo with the basketball. And she absorbs a little contact there just inside the free throw circle. Right there on the edge, and that was Traore. Set that strong screen. Chelsea Shumpert from way downtown. And that is rebounded there nicely by Ville de Dakar. We've reached the end of our first quarter. Ferroviario Maputo on top of Ville de Dakar. 17-12 our score. There's some first quarter stats for you right there. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and come right back here for quarter number 2 right here on YouTube. Stay with us. More Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 live from Maputo.
Feito no primeiro quarto, ASC Ville de Dakar 12, Ferroviario Maputo 17.
Welcome you back inside the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. Coach Nasir making sure everything's nipped and tucked correctly for quarter number 2 here as we prepare to play on here in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. Maputo inbounds as we begin our second quarter of play. Chelsea Shumpert now from the point. She's guarded there by Malou. Malou, little man-to-man defense right there on Shumpert. They did jump it down inside. Now they're going to go baseline with it, getting her own rebound somehow. And finishing at the rim is Mafanella. 33-year-old Mozambican. 19-12 our score. Ville de Dakar now from the left wing. Here's a three, too strong. Kosa on the rebound. Runs into a little traffic there. Now they get it across midcourt. Jenkins with the ball. No height listed here for Caitlin Jenkins, but we'll get that information for you here in just a bit. 6'3", Caitlin Jenkins from Shreveport, Louisiana. Formerly played at Southern Mississippi as well. Chelsea Shumpert will have a seat on the bench now for Maputo. A right wing three, too strong off the back of the iron from Nadal. Chiziane, take it to the rim, run the baseline, count the basket and the foul. Stefania Chiziane driving strong to the basket and was not going to be denied on that one. Kuna Nadal just tried everything she could to backpedal fast enough, but couldn't keep up with Chiziane. Off the front of the iron, a whistle. And that'll be a lane violation. So we'll shoot that one again. That one trickles off the right-hand side, but rebounded there by Jenkins. Now Jenkins is gonna body into the paint and go up with a right-hand hook for two. Caitlin Jenkins with the last bucket right there for Ferroviario Maputo. And now we have a timeout on the floor. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Africa Women's Champions Cup action from Maputo in 2022. More second quarter coming your way next. Stay with us. 8 minutes and 34 seconds remain here in our second quarter as we welcome you back to the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo. Ville de Dakar inbounds the basketball now. They trail by 11. Stolen away near midcourt, but contact beforehand. A blocking foul. And Veloso trying to poke that one out right there for Maputo. So they put it back into play right here. Veloso from the point. She almost has it stolen away as well as Malou is going to pick up a little reach here. A little too much reach, says our FIBA officiating crew. 8:15 and counting here in quarter number 2. Kosa Veloso drives the lane. She kicks it out, and it's too high. She's trying to find Chiziane there on the left wing. But that one trickles out of bounds. And Ville de Dakar's Mbaye will put it back into play here with 8 minutes remaining in our half. Kane gets it down low. A little scoop shot for Mboj, and she picks up the foul. Mboj almost connecting on her first bucket of the day, and there is bucket number 1 for Ndumbe Madoj. Jenkins gets the rebound. Here comes Maputo now the other way with it. Chiziane feeds it down low to Mafanella. She runs the baseline, goes far side, and a three-point basket right there for Annabella Kosa. Kosa pull and pop from downtown. Just in front of her own bench as her teammates cheer her on there. That one goes off the window for Sissoko. And so it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with Ville de Dakar. And they put it back into play here with 7:20 remaining in the half. Too strong and contact on the baseline. That's going to be on Diongo. Too much hand check. And it'll be Ferroviario Maputo basketball. Veloso. She's working right there on Sissoko. Now they give way. Running to the rim. That was Chiziane, and Chiziane says, no, I want another crack at this one. So she brings the teammates back down the floor, and Veloso will reset here with under 7 to play in the half. And a whistle on the floor. Another look at it right here. That's great. There we go. Up and in. Counter for Mafanella. And she's fouled and gets the bucket. So the 33-year-old center from Mozambique coming alive here in quarter number 2. That one trickles home as well. Malou and Faye just checked into the ballgame for Mbaye and Diongo. Ville de Dakar now. Sissoko gets it down low to Mboj, and Mboj just goes up, bodies the defender, and finishes the play. Nice screen there. They get it back to Jenkins. Jenkins drives, scoop, and score for Caitlin Michaela Jenkins. 31-15 now. Maputo starting to pull away here in the second quarter as we see a left corner 3-ball, corner pocket, courtesy of Foude Sissoko. The second effort finish at the rim for Jenkins, and now Jenkins starting to fill it up as well here. She's got 7. And contact along the baseline. Turn, face, and pick up some contact. And Mboj working hard down there in the paint for Ville de Dakar. She's going to go to the stripe now. That one short off the front edge of the iron. Second one rattles home there. Here comes Maputo once again with a little more pace. Jenkins now from the right elbow. She picks up a little traffic there, now gets it back over to Kosa. Kosa's going to try to turn the corner. Now they kick it out to the right corner. And Chiziane comes up empty, up the floor in a hurry. Now comes Ville de Dakar. Between the legs, up and down goes Sissoko. It's Faye, now they feed it down low once again. Jenkins standing tall there on defense. And she's going to pick up a foul here as she was too close to Mboj. They dump it in deep. Mboj trying to wait for just the right moment, elevated, and then picked up some contact on the arm. Mboj 2 of 5 from the field, 8 points total now after that free throw. Make it 9 here for Ndumbe Mboj. Ferroviario Maputo now brings it back up across midcourt, leading 13 by 13 here. Chiziane is going to run uncontested now, drops it off at the left block. That's Mafanella, but somehow Maputo able to get the rebound. They'll reset now. Kosa penetrates, dishes it off to the wide open Mafanella under the basket, put down an assist for Kosa and a 2-point play for Mafanella. Ville de Dakar has it stolen away. That was Sissoko there in the middle, among the trees. And now here comes, once again, Sissoko. Bone Sissoko has 1 point on the day, 2 rebounds and an assist in about 8 minutes of action. 3:45 and counting here in our first half. Up and down with the right hand, it's Veloso. She's guarded there by Sissoko. Now Caitlin Jenkins provides a screen and gets the ball back. Goes to the rim, but it's too tall. As she simply looked away from the basket there, she got close. So a foul on the floor, and we'll shoot 2. Jenkins was bodied there, to her credit. Couldn't really turn and face as much as she had wanted to. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside, take that timeout with them. You're watching FIBA Africa Women's Champions Cup action here from Maputo. Back in a moment. Veloso at the line now for Maputo as we welcome you back to the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. 36-20 our score. The home team, if you will, on top by 16. Coach Nasir has his club ready to play today. There they steal that one away now. They get it up the floor in a hurry. Kosa feeds a running Veloso. Sissoko, Faune Sissoko. She's going to turn the corner in a hurry with the left hand, go all the way to the rim and get fouled. Impressive effort here today from Sissoko. No quit in this young lady whatsoever. Now checking into the ball game for Maputo. This will be Mabjia. That one falls through. 38-21 now, under 3 minutes to play until the half. Bupo moving it around here. Kosa had it for a moment. She gives way to Chiziane, and now Ville de Dakar brings it back the other way. Here is Kadi Faye, now back to Faye. She's gonna run the baseline, switch hands, lay it up. And it's out of bounds off of white-green basketball. And they say it went off Traore right there along the baseline. As you see, Ana Jaime checking in here. Now it's Diongo, correction. That was Kosa, I'm sorry, for Maputo. Sissoko puts it back into play here with 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes remaining here in our first half. Stolen away now, Veloso on the breakaway, and she lays it up and in for two. Extending the lead to 19. Sissoko back to Adoy. They bounce pass it over to Kane, and now Kadi Faye is going to fire away from about 15 feet. Veloso got it over to Mabjia, and the ball out of bounds along the baseline. So maybe a little bit of miscommunication there as you see the hand drumming on display inside the pavilion there. I'd love to see that. My former drum teacher, Mr. Eric Stewart, would be extremely proud to see that picture that I just saw right there. Foul down low, says our FIBA officiating crew. On the arm, and we'll shoot free throws. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining here in the first half. So glad you joined us today here from Maputo, Mozambique, Africa. The Africa Women's Champions Cup on the air. We'll crown a champion this Saturday. So technically 4 more days of action here for you in this 2022 tournament. Too much pushing and shoving there along the baseline. And Sissoko will pick up a foul. Faune Sissoko, 2 points on the afternoon. I should say evening now over in Maputo. They move it around. They come back cross court with it now. Diongo puts it on the floor and then puts it up as the shot clock expires. And now Ferroviario Maputo and Veloso will bring it up. 30 seconds remaining here in the half. She's guarded there by Sissoko. Great hustle there by both those ladies. And too much hustle there on one side. Sissoko guarding Veloso right there. And now Sylvia will go to the line here to shoot some free throws. First one trickles home for Veloso. Her 6th point of the day. She's 2 for 2 from the field. She's got 2 rebounds and now 7 on the day. 20 seconds here in the half. This could be the last shot of half number 1. Ville de Dakar rolling into the paint. That was Kadi Faye. And picking up a little bit of contact along the way on the arm. And a great hustle play by Mboj down there on the baseline. She was the one that actually picked up the contact. So she'll go to the free throw line, bounce that one off the rim and the backboard, and ultimately end up at the bottom of the net. 42-23, 11.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. That one falls short. Faye's right there for the offensive rebound, but 3 Maputo defenders deny the attempt. They come to the left wing with it. It's short. Ana Jaime with the attempt. And you see Kosa getting up there a little gingerly. The FIBA officiating crew here today made up of Joyce, Khaled, and Christian. Talking things over here. They will report to the scores table. We'll take another look at the shot there by Jaime. And looks like they just got the feet tangled up there just outside the circle. And Coach Diallo Usmain, none too pleased about that there. Regardless, we'll shoot free throws here. Rosa de Conceição Andre Cosa, 27 years old from Mozambique. One second exactly remaining until the half. We got 4 games coming your way tomorrow. Actually getting started around 10:30 a.m. local time there in Maputo, Mozambique. And that's the end of our first half. Our score, Ferroviario Maputo on top, 23 over Ville de Dakar. Stay with us, second half action coming up next here on YouTube in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. Enjoy the halftime highlights here, and we'll see you in just under 15 minutes. We welcome you back to the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique, Africa. It's the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 on the air here. So glad you joined us today on YouTube. When you take a look at the comparison here today between these two squads, at least in the first half, 52% from the field for Maputo, 35% shooting for Ville de Dakar, and from downtown, 25% from three-point land for Maputo, 15% for Ville de Dakar, and Maputo just barely out-rebounding the opponent today, 23-20. So we resume play here and open our second half here. With Ville de Dakar working right to left on your screen now. That one up and over the backboard there from Sissoko. So both teams will try to settle in here as we get ready for half number 2. Up and down with the right hand now goes Chelsea Shumpert. Shumpert now run the point here for Maputo. She's going to go try to find the cutting Mafanella, and it's stolen away there by Ville de Dakar. That was Traore. Sissoko back to Traore, back to Sissoko. They go far side with it. And offensive foul on Mboj is the call as she was weaving her way through the paint. One more look at it. She's just kind of spinning blindly through there. So now Maputo and Chelsea Shumpert back to work. She's guarded there by Sissoko. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. So glad you joined us today. This is our nightcap. 4 games coming your way tomorrow, beginning 10 a.m. local time there in Maputo, Mozambique. Traore from the free throw line. It falls short. Now it's Maputo on the charge here. Chelsea Shumpert between the legs. She puts it on the deck, drives to the lane, and she is fouled. That will be assist to Ville de Dakar's Traore. And here's Shumpert now. Great looking replay there for you folks. All the way to the rack and picking up the contact. Chelsea Shumpert, Shump_25 on Twitter. Gonna go ahead and give her a follow right here and right now. And here she comes the other way with it after the follow, up and in for a 2-point layup. And Shumpert making it look easy right there. Ville de Dakar back to work here. And Bay's got the basketball, a little 10-on-10 there for you. Now they try to get it down low. Traore spinning through along the baseline, and a weak side rebound and a putback for Mboj. Great team basketball right there. Mboj with her 11th of the day. 11th point, I should say. Out of bounds in the far corner. And so that will go over to Ville de Dakar. 7:43 remaining here in the third. Diongo gets it down low. Once again, Mboj working the baseline. She's double teamed, goes off the window and scores it. 13 points on the evening now for Ndombe Modoj. 4 of 7 from the field. Shot attempt won't go. Ville de Dakar now coming to play here in half number 2. Do they have enough in the tank to get rid of this 20-point deficit as Mboj drives to the basket, and you see the smirk right there, offensive foul, as she didn't quite buy into that. And there it is, plain as day. Anytime you elevate that elbow, and she put it right into the neck there of Annabella Casa. .650 remaining here in the third quarter. Turning up the heat a little bit here now inside the pavilion in Mozambique. Mbey directs traffic there, gives way to Diongo. Diongo's gonna try to recover the handle there as she progresses through the paint. And along the way, she picks up a little bit too much contact. Right there, working off that Traore screen. Kadi Faye checks back into the ball game now. She will replace Mboj. First attempt for Diongo falls short. Second one up and good. 6:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Jenkins now with the basketball there for Maputo. And Caitlin Jenkins making it look easy. The length on display right now for the 25-year-old. Sissoko now working there on Chelsea Shumpert. Now she gives way to Diongo. She's going to dribble around the defense and pull up at the free throw line. Shot won't go. And contact there as you take a look at Coach Saleh Nasir. And we have a timeout on the floor with 5:44 remaining here in our third quarter. Stay with us, more third quarter action coming your way from Maputo, Mozambique in just a moment. And that was a quick moment, as we'll keep it right here. Chelsea Shumpert now for Ferroviario Maputo. Driving into the lane, pulling up and shooting for a moment. There was Mafanella, but then it was Casa with the offensive rebound and the putback. Put down 2 for Rosa Casa. Faye fires away from downtown. Does not connect. And then a layup on the other end with the left hand. Stefania Chiziane. And Chiziane with her 10th, make that the 8th point of the day. She's 4 of 8, 50% from the field. Traore connects there for Ville de Dakar. And she's got 8 as well. Chelsea Shumpert now. Sissoko stays with her all the way. She goes off the glass. It's unable to reach. And we have a contact on the floor. Says Miss Joyce. So now it'll be Kuna Nadal into the ball game here. She will give Foune Sissoko a break. Mbe now, she's guarded there by Maputo's Chiziane. Now she works off a Traore screen, takes it to the rim, and is fouled all the way up. On the arm. And the hack right there, you saw it as she went by Assesta Kosa. First one too short there for Mbe, 25-year-old from Senegal. 4 minutes remaining exactly here in quarter number 3. Make sure and hit me up on Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching today's ball game from. I can be found at JP_Bcast. Into the ball game now for Maputo. It's Mabjia, 5'5", 34-year-old Mozambican. Chelsea Schumpert over to Kosa. Kosa's going to drive toward the right elbow now, having a little trouble with the defense. Trying to find the cutter, the patience, the backdoor pass as the shot clock expires. And a little bit of handles on display there from Mabjia. Dulce Luis Mabjia. Under 3.5 to play here in the third. Driving into the paint there for Ville de Dakar was Mbe, but she picks up contact along the way. Another look right here into the double team. So we have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching FIBA Africa Women's Champions Cup action 2022 here, live from Maputo. We'll be back in 40 seconds. You look at Ville de Dakar as we welcome you back here to Maputo, Mozambique. Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 action on the air here on YouTube. So glad you joined us. James Poovey coming to you live here from my home in the Grand Canyon state of Arizona, the United States of America. Blessed through the wonders of technology and Spark Talk to be on the call for you here today. 53-32 our score. Maputo now working left to right on your screen. Chelsea Schumpert outside the arc. She gets it over to Kosa. Now back to Schumpert. Schumpert guarded there by Kay. Schumpert working against a automatic height disadvantage there, and Katie Faye just stole it away. Switching hands in the paint there is Mbe with an athletic move to the rim. Chelsea Schumpert now gets it down low here to Kosa. She's going to put it on the deck. And then on the other side, that was Jaya running into traffic. And on the other end for Ville de Dakar, with a runner, it's Diongo. We have a couple fans in disbelief here today in this one. Chelsea Schumpert Belicosa here, 10 on 10 there for a moment, and stolen away once again there by Ville de Dakar. And Coach Diallo Ousmane. So once again, we will go to the free throw line here as Maputo huddles up there just outside the arc. Another look at it here. A little shoulder dip. So a technical foul there, apparently. As you see, Kuna Nadal stick the first two through the bucket for Ville de Dakar. And now I got to tell you, folks, they are starting to roar back here a little bit on this Maputo team. They've cut it to 15. Another rebound now on the other end there, and here comes Tiango with the basketball. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. We'll see if they can get another shot or two up and get them to connect here before the third quarter intermission. Off the glass, uncontested, it's Fatoumata Traore. Chelsea Shumpert. Mobgia works the baseline and she runs right into Traore, no foul. As it looks like they simply got caught up under the basket. And now here comes Ville de Dakar, a 13-point deficit. They're starting to feel it here a little bit in this third. Uncle Mo, we like to call him, Uncle Momentum. Right now on the side of Ville de Dakar. We have a contact foul on the floor. Coach Nasir. Ferroviario Maputo will shoot from the line. It'll be number 14, Mafanella at the stripe. Coach Ousmane directing traffic there from the sideline. Second one rims out. Traore with the rebound. Quarter number 3. Apologies for a few techniques here we're having with the video stream. So you can't get those ironed out here in the break, which is coming up in probably about the next 10 to 15 seconds. We have reached the end of our third quarter here from Maputo, Mozambique. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action coming your way next. We will try to get these technical difficulties ironed out as well. End of the third, 54-42 our score. We'll be right back with you in just a bit. Fans enjoying the action there inside the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University as we welcome you back here to FIBA Africa Women's Championship Cup 2022 action here on the air on YouTube. James Poovey coming to you live here on YouTube today. Pleasure to be a part of the tournament here and what is going to end up being an 8-day long festivity. From the top of the key, it rims out there for Maputo and Mafanella. Mbaye now with the basketball, 10 on 10, now back to Mbaye. She's gonna work off a Traore screen. And now Diongo's gonna drive the paint, get it back to Traore for an up and in 2-ball. Put down an assist right there for Diongo and a 2-point basket for Fatoumata Traore. And Traore, another one of those who looks like she can really get it done at the next level. A left-hand scoop and score there for Stefania Chiziane. Ville de Dakar directing traffic now outside the arc. Mbaye now from the right wing. This is Kuna Nadal, and she fumbles the handle. Double dribble turnover. They say it was tipped, says Miss Joyce. Much to the disappointment there, as you can see from Diongo. Coach Nasir obviously gonna say that one's off of Ville de Dakar. And ultimately his team coming up with the turnover. A lot of spin and a lot of acceleration there as well for Chiziane. See her sticking that thing out there as she elevates and heads to the rim. 5'10", 25-year-old Mozambican. First one pops the twine there for Maputo. Chiziane has 11 points on the evening, 5 of 9 from the field, a rebound and an assist. Here comes Ville de Dakar now with it. Mbaye off the glass, and it falls short, but rebounded there by Faye. She turns, shoots, and scores. Kadi Faye, 29-year-old Senegalese. The ball will stay with Maputo here. 8:06 remaining here in our fourth. An 11-point ball game right now. Can Ville de Dakar continue to mount a charge as we see Caitlin Jenkins replace Rosa Cosa? Ville de Dakar, Traore now off the glass, count the basket, and now it's a 9-point game. 7:52 remaining here in the fourth. We got a timeout on the floor, and we got a great tournament basketball game here for you in Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. We will return here in 45 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Deve ser atacado com mais paciência, tem que produzir contra do lado da área do chute, está vendo? Bonito puxado, kii nu mu tudd Django ak Mama léegi ñaari arrière ngeen di ba léegi travail à trois.
7 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter as we welcome you back to the Pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo. 7:50 remaining now here in the fourth as Maputo and Chelsea Schumpert go back to work. A long-range triple rims out. Rebounded there by Ville de Dakar, and here comes Miss K, who's going to give way to Kuna Nadal. Nadal now finds Mbaye in the paint. She puts it up, but it falls out. Rebounded there by Mafanella. Chelsea Schumpert working on the left wing there. She's guarded and trailed by Django. Jenkins holds it in there from Maputo. Now she's going to go one-on-one here with Traore as the shot clock expires. And that's a good matchup right there. Caitlin Jenkins all alone in the paint against Fatoumata Traore. Kuna Nadal now. Django guarded there by guarded by Schumpert. Correction. Maputo now on top by 9. Every point critical right here. We still got a lot of basketball to play, folks. 6.5 minutes exactly. Along the baseline, a loose ball recovered for a moment. It looked like by Maputo, and then they say the foul is on the floor. That'll be assessed to Ville de Dakar. One more look at it here. And Caitlin Jenkins doing all she could there for the squad along the baseline. As you see, Veloso will check back in now for Chelsea Schumpert. That one almost stolen away there by Django. Coach Diallo Ousmane says, our basketball. He will retreat to the coach's box, and Ville de Dakar will indeed inbound the basketball. Mbaye will get it back into play here with just over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth. Django goes near side with it for 3, falls short, rebounded there by Jenkins, and here comes Maputo. That one almost, it was poked away there. And it's off of Maputo. It'll go to Ville de Dakar. Kuna Nadal across midcourt here with under 6 to play. A 9-point ball game. Slowly throughout this second half, Ville de Dakar has chipped away at the stone, and they are now within 9, but now Maputo with possession of the basketball. Veloso has it. She's going to give way there to Chiziani. Mafanella almost lost the handle, was able to recover it, and ultimately rebounded on the weak side there by Ville de Dakar. A right wing triple almost falls over the front of the rim. And that was Faye over there on the far side, I believe, with that shot attempt. Correction, it was Kuna Nadal. Special thanks to our statistician crew there on the ground in Maputo, feeding me information that I can't usually get when I'm calling a game locally, unbelievably or not. 57-48 our score as the shot clock expires. And the ball's turned over now to Ville de Dakar. Mbaye across the midcourt line. Runs in to Stefania Chiziani. And now this is Kosa, and Chiziani with the steal. She's going to go uncontested, miss the layup, get her own rebound, and have enough room to put it back up and in, thankfully, for Maputo. Oh, man. Here they come. Wide open, almost too good to be true. And she says, oh. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Scoop shot for Kuna Nadal. So now Maputo comes the other way with it. Veloso. Jenkins goes long range with it. Unable to connect, rebounded there by Ville de Dakar. A right-hand scoop up and in for two. That is Mbaye. Veloso barking out the signals now. Controls from the top of the key. Now they go inside, and Jenkins with a little bit of contact there along the perimeter. We'll sort that out, and apparently it'll be a blocking foul. We'll see right here as Jenkins tries to come across and prepare to set a screen, I believe there. Got tangled up a little bit with Traore. Now we have a couple of substitutions now here. Maputo running across the paint there. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Mafanella. 9 points remains the deficit here inside 3 minutes to play in the fourth. Malou now with the basketball. Correction, that is Sissoko, Fune Sissoko. Now that was Malou there for a moment. They get it down low to Mboj, and she picks up contact along the baseline. As you see, Coach Diallo Ousmane quickly retreat to the coach's box there after Miss Joyce turned around and was headed that way to confirm the foul information with the scores table. And we'll get those kicks retied there shortly. The Nikes on display today for Mboj. So far, those Nikes are good for 13 points here today, 4 of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds as well for Mboj. Coach Nasir having a conversation with Rosa Kosa. And Coach Ousmane throwing the hands up there just a little bit, not quite sure what transpired. As it now we have a technical foul. The attempt rims out for Rosa Kosa. Second one rattles home. So they shoot the technical free throws. And Maputo will maintain possession now after the technical foul with 2:39 remaining here in the fourth. A 10-point deficit as number 10 gets it in to play against number 10 there for Ville de Dakar. Veloso now swings it around the horn. They go topside with it, a nice offensive rebound and a putback there, courtesy of Silvia Veloso. Extending the lead now to 12, a little bit more comfortable here for Maputo with just over 2 minutes remaining in the fourth. couple of shots and a couple of stops for Ville de Dakar would be just what the doctor ordered here. A scoop shot, and it falls away, unfortunately, for Malou. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. The shot was up. And now you see Kuna Nadal checking back into the action here for Ville de Dakar. 1:46 remaining here in the fourth. Silvia Veloso now trying to run that clock out here. Taking it all the way down to 2 before she puts it up. And it's rebounded there by Fune Sissoko. Here comes Sissoko, hard charging there across the logo at midcourt. The FIBA Africa Women's Champions Cup. The last minute and 27 seconds of action here today on Monday. We'll be back with you once again tomorrow for 4 games coming your way on Tuesday. I'll be off tomorrow, but I'll have more action for you on Wednesday. Just over a minute to play here in the fourth. Spinning through traffic there was Kosa. Veloso up and down with the right hand as Sissoko follows her around. 5 to shoot. Jenkins along the baseline. She gets it up, but it's unable to go. Now a pull and pop there for Ville de Dakar. And the ball goes out of bounds with 24 seconds remaining here in the contest. A 12-point lead right now for the green team. And the day is over there for Elma Kinta Malou. Ville de Dakar now stepping back for a 3-ball, nothing but nylon right there for Kuna Nadal. This has been a really good ball game. It opened up tight to begin, and then Maputo pulled away for a while, and then as soon as we started that second half, Coach Diallo Ousmane with what must have been a rousing conversation in the halftime locker room there as the team came out and really started getting after it. But we've gone final here, 62-53 our score as we close out Monday's action here in Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. Both teams with the high fives there at the conclusion of this one. Once again, Ferroviario Maputo getting the win, 62-53 over Ville de Dakar. 4 games coming your way starting tomorrow morning, right around 10 a.m., 10:30 local time. That'll be CNS and KPA, and then CFM and Alexandria Sporting Club will take place second in game number 2. And then it'll be APR, the Patriotic Army of Rwanda, against ASC VD. These very same Ville de Dakar team from Senegal. And then the nightcap tomorrow evening will be Costa do Sol and Energy BBC. Once again, take a look at the final statistics there from today's matchup. Thanks again for tuning in here on YouTube. Once again, our final score, 63-52 Maputo, Ferroviario Maputo, getting the win over Ville de Dakar. I will check in with you folks again on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your Monday and your Tuesday, and we'll talk to you again on Wednesday here from the Grand Canyon State of Arizona. Everybody have a great rest of your Monday night. We'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.
Pois bem, Gilberto, Mister, muito boa noite. Como é que viu o desempenho das suas meninas neste duelo?
Eu penso que entramos bastante bem. Contrariamos aquilo que era o reduto da equipa do ASC Ville, principalmente no jogo anterior. Sabíamos realmente que poderíamos sofrer em algum período por causa do desgaste físico e, acima de tudo, por causa da diferença de estrutura, de estatura. A vantagem que nós tivemos de 20 pontos de diferença deu-nos um certo conforto, mas há que perceber que é uma nova estrutura, há que regenerar a equipa, há que pensar naquilo que possa ser os próximos jogos. O campeonato é longo e a equipa Senegal reduziu bem, tem capacidade para isso, tem uma estrutura belíssima, tem jogadoras com bom porte físico, com um bom domínio técnico. Mas há que parabenizar o nosso grupo que conseguiu realmente manter uma certa diferença que nos desse vantagens em termos de resultado. Olhando para aquilo que foi alguma debilidade no terceiro período, portanto desgastámos-nos um bocadinho porque esforçámos um pouco a lutar com aquilo que era o reduto do jogo anterior e tivemos que entrar em rotação defensiva muito cedo para evitar algumas situações de mismatch. Teve bastante bem a Odélia naquilo que era a rotação defensiva. A Catherine conseguiu superar aquilo que era o jogador mais alto deles, mas agora é descansar o grupo, pensar no jogo da manhã e continuar a pensar no campeonato, que ainda não é fácil. Qualquer equipa que aqui está tem o mesmo objetivo, mas nós temos que continuar a trabalhar e pensar naquilo que pode ser a nossa melhoria de jogo a jogo.
Muito obrigado. Ficam, portanto, as palavras de Nazir Saleh, treinador principal desta formação do Ferroviário de Maputo. Infelizmente, Gilberto, procurei chegar à conversa ali com o treinador do conjunto do Senegal, mas infelizmente este não reagiu positivamente à solicitação de entrevista rápida para a reação a este duelo, pelo que tudo que posso avançar por hora aqui neste apontamento, reportagem a partir da quadra do jogo do pavilhão da Académica, o palco desta Taça dos Subcampeões de África em basquetebol sénior feminino.